everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk to you guys about my new brow routine. So for the longest time I've been using my Anastasia Brow Wiz and my NYX Micro Brow, either together or separately. It didn't really matter, just depending on how I felt that day and what kind of look I wanted to go for. But lately I fell in love with a new product. It is the Benefit Ka-Brow. So if you had asked me about a month ago whether or not I would have liked a pomade, like a brow pomade, I would have said no, because when I think of pomades, I think of harsh, bold, bushy brows and something that is definitely hard to use. But after trying Ka-Brow, this had definitely changed my mind. So this is a brow pomade, of course, and that's how it looks like. I have the shade 4. I like the packaging for sure, like it's very cute, and the lid actually pops off and it comes with a brush. You can snap it onto the lid like this, and this is the type of brush it comes with. So this brush is stiff enough but is not too soft. The only thing is that when I went to Sephora and looked at the samples that they had, because I wanted to make sure I found the right shade, I didn't want to get a shade that was either too light or too dark for my brows. The brushes that were on the testers were very frayed, and it went pretty much like flat, so I'm not sure if it's because it's a tester and I guess people are more rough with testers, or either that this brush will eventually give way. I'm not sure. But regardless, I feel that this brush is pretty good for now. So without wasting any more time, let me show you how this works. Okay, so these are my natural brows. As you can see, they're pretty sparse and I guess pretty thinned out from all the plucking that I've been doing throughout the years. I'm going to take my Ka-Brow, I put the brush on the lid, and then I'm just going to grab some product from the pomade. And what I do is follow the natural shape of my brow, and I usually start from the top or the bottom. And then once I line the top and bottom, I just fill in the middle. And once I've done that, the rest of the product that's in the brush, I'm just gonna sweep it to the front. Okay, so I'm just gonna do the same thing to the other side. So after I filled in my brows, I usually choose between these two brow gels, either my L'Oreal one or my NYX one. If I want a more bolder brow for a bolder look, then I go for the NYX one because it's more of a darker color. If I'm going for a look that I want more natural or softer brows, then I go for my L'Oreal one because this is in a shade light to medium. So it does tint my brow to be lighter, so it's not as bold. And I know it looks really light right now, but it does matches my hair, especially when it's down and you see the highlights in. You don't see it now because my hair is all tied up. But I can use both works for me. But since I have false lashes on right now, I want my brows to be just as bold, so I'm going to use my NYX one. So after the brow gel, you can tell that it makes a huge difference, especially for my brows. It really does tame them in place, sets them in place, and it doesn't really move around. And I find that it's kind of like the finishing touch for my brows. It just makes everything look all nice. So as of right now, I do like my Ka-Brow a lot more because I find that it gives me a cleaner look. It looks a lot more finished. And I have used this a couple times already. More than a couple times, I should say. And I've barely made a dent in it, so I feel that this product will definitely go a very long way. It will probably last me a very long time versus my Anastasia Brow Wiz. I find that it lasts me about 3 months or so and I'll have to get a new one. And I just find that it just stays more consistent every time I wear it versus the mechanical pencil ones. I find that some days it looks absolutely perfect, and then some days it just looks like I've drawn a few lines on the eyebrows. I did love this for many years, so maybe I'll fall back into love with it, but as of right now, I do love my Ka-Brow more. So this is the end of my video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys have not subscribed yet, then please subscribe. And for those of you who are new to my channel, thank you so much for subscribing. Bye guys!